Day 775, out for the morning walk. Tried to sleep in a little bit. The pup has an internal clock around 7:30 that doesn't really allow her, or me for that matter, to sleep in past that. So, a little bit later than normal, but Sunday's usually the day to sleep in, if any. But today, we're gonna run. Not sure at what point. My buddy Jason, he said first he wanted to go run the trail, but I said there's no group running over there at the trail today. I said, okay, well there's the 100-mile group, which is, I think it's a cycle bar, or, I said that wrong. The 100-mile bar is, it sounds like a running bar, right? But they're hosting a group run at 10:30, and he's gonna go try that out and see how they go. He said it's pretty casual, easy run. I don't know, there's a small chance I might go to that, but I also might just go run on my own. I mean, for the day, if I need to get in 40 for the week, look at the watch, I'm at 35.1, so an easy 5 miles would be good. So, trying to plan that out. But today, for sure gonna see a movie. Skipped yesterday, and my buddy said he can go today at 1. So we're gonna go catch, I think we signed up for Dungeons and Dragons, and there's only one showing for the day, which I thought was weird. I thought it was supposed to be multiple showings, so we just got into the one. And then might get something to eat after that. Talk about the movie, or I don't know, talk about everything else. So that's where the day's headed, and we'll see where we end up. Jumping into the group run, I met up at the 100-mile group, and I'm running with a guy named Clint. We just happened to be running about the same pace, and we just kept talking. And this is kind of in the middle of it. We're doing the Tippytown Lake run, the usual loop that we do with any other group that goes there. It's pretty much the same loop. I think we added on a little bit in the end, but that's who it is, Clint.
Found out we were relatively good at it, and it got easier as you got better and made it more fun.
For sure.
Something technically better now.
Yeah, I agree. It's just Nike or the Adidas or Hoka, whatever their brand is, they stick to it. Well, that was a fun little experience. Didn't see my buddy there, but I got to run with a guy named Clint. I said that already. I messed up his name right when we were leaving. He's like, oh, it's Clint. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Clint. And he's actually the owner of another running store over in Gilbert. I want to say, actually I don't want to say it because I'm going to screw it up. It was like the second mile in, he talked about it. I'm going to say it's a Renaissance or something with an R. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll put it in right up here. But he said he started his own little running store, and he saw my Soul Sports running shirt, and he said they were nothing but kind to him. And he said if you ever want to come back and work with us, you always have a family here and a job here. And so it was really cool to hear him say nice things about the running store. And he's talking about some of the stuff that his store has with a lot of the carbon plates, and they have what do you say, a lot of marathon coaches coming in there and marathoners. So he says they keep fairly busy, they do fairly well, and he says he's enjoying his job, even he's got group runs. He says they meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Tuesdays they just run from the store, and Thursdays they tend to venture out and meet at another restaurant or another pub to kind of get other people involved and give them another reason to run and join. And it was just hearing his perspectives on the races he's doing, and it was really cool. He said him and his wife like to do at least one race a month, and they said they have one in New Mexico coming up in a couple months, and they have one in Prescott. I think they said next month. And so they said it's a brand new 100-mile race, and he just likes to enjoy the being outside and putting a few miles in, nice steady pace. I was like, good for you, man. Thanks for chatting with me and telling me about your running and your little adventures that you go on. Telling me about his favorite trails. So, Clint, it was a pleasure to meet you, buddy. Hopefully we see you around and run again. Back at the apartment. So the rest of the day after the movie, I mean, the movie was great. There was a couple Easter eggs in there, a couple cameos. I know of one. There could have been more. Maybe someone was in a costume type of thing. But kind of a decent action movie. A little cheesy comedy, which I guess that's part of the game too. It's a little bit out there. And then I was talking to my buddy about it, and he was talking about his kid getting into track and possibly getting some track spikes or racing shoes type of deal. And then I was trying to see if he wanted to get some food again. It's like, no, I can't. I got to get back to the family. He said, okay, no worries. So I just went and got some food while I went to the grocery store. Got a pizza. Just pulled the pizza out of the oven. And just gonna sit down, enjoy the pizza, and probably put on a show or movie. Probably a movie. I feel like a good movie right now would be good again. So, gonna call it a night. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.